All ready to get started for game number 1 of the doubleheader today here at Canal Park. The series is knotted up at 2 wins apiece thanks to last night's big victory where the Fightin Phils took the RubberDucks 12-3. Jalen Ortiz, the player of the game, had 5 RBIs, including 2 home runs for his second and third of the season to opposite fields of the park. It's been said that the one he hit out to left is still landing out there 425 feet from the Phillies' number 12 prospect. And as we get ready to get underway, here's how the Fightin Phils will stack up in today's contest. Leading off will be Madison Stokes, followed by Logan O'happy, Jalen Ortiz, and Josh Occamy hitting in the cleanup spot. Wendell Rijo in 5th, Vito Fresia in 6th, Jonathan Guzman in the 7-hole, and then Kevin Vicuña and Hunter Marquardt rounding out the top 9. If it sounds familiar, it's because it is. It was the lineup that they went with yesterday. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They'll be wearing their black uniforms, the throwback R-Train jerseys that they wore yesterday as well, that led them to a victory. So they will play up against one of the best pitchers in the league. It is the righty starter, Daniel Espino. Nice day here in Akron, about 55. The wind is picking up. It's pushing in from center field. So we'll have to see how that plays into this game. A couple long balls in yesterday's contest. You're going to have to hit it really hard to battle out these 15-mile-an-hour winds here. But we're lucky the rain has gone past, the sun is shining, and we'll have 2 today and get the day off for Easter Sunday tomorrow. Like I said, back-to-back days, Sunday, Monday, the only 2 that the team will have until the All-Star break in July. Madison Stokes heading out to the dish. He'll step in. The RubberDucks in their home whites today, black cap, as Daniel Espino clips the rosin bag, steps onto the first base side of the rubber. It's Gabe Alfonso back behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. Dan Ponczak, the crew chief, at third, and Kevin Manzuk at first. The first pitch of the day coming in. A wonderful bunt by Stokes. The third baseman picks it up and is able to just get it in time. 3:33, 3 minutes behind on that first pitch, but not too shabby as out number 1 comes across the board. Here is Logan O'happy. Yesterday, O'happy had a big double in the 6th inning that scored 2 runs, going 1 for 5 in the contest. He takes a ball downstairs. Espino has had one start. Espino, as I see on the pronunciation guide here. He's had 1 start, 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs. But in that start, he had 9 strikeouts. So we'll see if the Fightins can try to kick him out early. I think that's their best route, that they were able to get the starter out early yesterday, as O'Happy takes strike number 1. And there's a ball below the knees, 3-1. Defensively, here's how the RubberDucks shake up. It's George Valera in left, Brennan in center, and Escobado in right. Left to right across the infield, Nova, Rocchio, Schneemann, and Prees, as O'Happy chases an 89-mile-an-hour fastball for strike number 2. The count is full. Bo Naylor back behind the dish today. And here's the payoff pitch. O'Happy sends it into the stands. We'll do it again. Two 7-inning contests here in the AA system. Second game will begin approximately 30 minutes after the final out of game 1. O'Happy checks his swing. They check the call. He doesn't go around, and the Fightins will have their first base runner here. As O'Happy walks down, here's Jalen Ortiz. Right side of the infield almost entirely open for Ortiz if he can poke it the opposite way, as the second baseman Schneemann is standing almost directly behind the bag at second. Righty comes home at the knees, and it's a called strike 2. First base coach Michael Jones whispering something into O'Happy's ear as he takes a couple step lead. Ground ball left side. 6, 5, 4, 3, it'll go in. And that'll do it. A double play ends the inning here in the top of the first. So Espino ends up facing the minimum, and Reading will head out to the field here for the bottom of the first, scoreless in Akron.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
It'll be Josh Hendrickson out on the mound for the Fightin' Phils, the southpaw making his second start of the season. Backing him up will be Hunter Marquardt in left, Madison Stokes in center, and Jalen Ortiz over in right. Rio and Guzman remain on the left side of the infield, while Vicuña and Occamy will hold down the fort on the right, and Logan O'happy will stay put back behind the dish. Leading things off will be Jose Tena. He's led it off the entire series. George Valera, Brian Rocchio, and Will Brennan in that cleanup hitter spot. Bo Naylor back in the lineup. Mike Capriz, Daniel Schneemann, Julian Escobado in the 8-hole, and Victor Nova in that number 9 spot. The RubberDucks taking their time getting a coach down to first base, but he is situated. Lefty on lefty, Hendrickson comes down and away for ball number 1. Hendrickson went 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs in his first start back in Reading. It was icy cold that day, and here's to hoping a little sun will do the trick. Great framing by Logan O'happy on the outside corner, and he gets strike number 1. Foul ball onto the roof. It evens the count 2-2 apiece. Last night, everybody in the Fightin's order reached base at least once, whether it be a hit, a walk, something like that. And everybody but Josh Occamy scored a run, which is pretty exciting. Here's the 2-2 from Hendo. Up the middle, diving is Vicuña. He can't make the stop. And Akron will lead it off with a hit as Tena stays put on first. Here's George Valera. Hendrickson, typically one of the faster workers on the mound, will wait for Valera to head in. This is a very lefty-heavy lineup for the RubberDucks against the lefty Hendrickson. He has good eyes on first base, comes way over the head of Valera for ball one. This is just the second official day game of the season, as Reading played 3:15 last Sunday. Anything starting before 5 o'clock is considered a day game, so the Fightin Phils will have a couple 11 a.m.s and one more 3:15 games throughout the season. And when they hit the road, typically there's one day game a week or so. Hendo goes over to first. Tana dives back in time. He's had one stolen base on the season. The lefty does have good vantage point of first base as Valera fouls it back for strike one. Decent crowd here for game one. It's a beautiful day to be sitting outside as Tana ends up hitting Valera, as Hendo ends up hitting Valera. He seems okay as he drops his bat and heads down to first. So there's 2 on and nobody out here, as Hendrickson's going to have to work his way out of a jam for the first time today. He'll see a righty batter for the first time as Brian Rocchio comes up. There's a strike. Jonathan Guzman at short is playing almost directly at second base. And now with the righty bat, he'll shift more towards short, and Vicuña will come over to cover the bag. Fly ball right side. Occamy coming over, but he runs out of room, and it's good enough for a strike, too. Tied in the series, 2 wins apiece. Reading would love to sweep this doubleheader and take the series if they could, or at the very least go for the split. Hendrickson getting the sign from O'happy, and it hits the top of Rocchio's foot. And the trainer, Jacob Legan, is going to come out now. Both runners will advance here. Rocchio talking to his manager and to his trainer as Will Brennan comes up. Obviously, Rocchio has a pretty thick cleat on. He seems to be holding his right foot. He's sitting down right now, so not putting any pressure on it. And he's taking off his batting gloves. Trying to put some pressure on it. He's going to stay in the game and jog down to first, much to the joy of the crowd as they cheer him on as he jogs down. Actually, it's really more like a walk. And so back-to-back hit by pitches loads the bases here for the RubberDucks in the bottom of the first, and they've got their heavy hitter, Will Brennan, coming up. Checks his swing. He goes around, strike one to Brennan. No damage is done yet. The score is still 0-0. Hendrickson and the Fightins looking for their first out as Wendell Rijo plays in a little bit closer. Everybody else in the infield back deep. Hendrickson misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Game 2 starter has not been decided yet. The arm will come out of the bullpen. It just depends on how many pitchers are needed and who gets used in this game number 1. Line drive into right. It'll drop in front of Ortiz. 1 run scores. He misplays it. 2 runs score. And it is a double for Will Brennan. And Akron leads 2-0. Rocchio ends up on third here as Logan O'happy takes a second to come out and talk to his pitcher. He's going to come back behind the plate as Bo Naylor heads up. Reading still looking for its first out here in the bottom of the first. They trail 2 runs on 2 hits. Akron got the first run in last night's game, but they certainly didn't get the last as Reading poured on the offense, winning 12-3. So not too concerned about the 2 runs coming here. Still lots of baseball left to go. Just 7 innings here for game number 1 of the doubleheader, though. Something to remember as Hendrickson misses below the knees, 2-0. Rijo still playing in at third with the lefty bat of Naylor, who's about as far back in the batter's box as he can get. Pop up. Rijo chasing it down. O'Happy is as well, but it's going to end up in the stands about 4 rows back. And that's good enough for strike number 1. Ground ball up the middle. Guzman over to first. It'll be an RBI for Naylor as Rocchio comes across the plate, but Reading gets out number 1, and Akron has Will Brennan over at third here. RubberDucks lead 3-0 here. Here's Micah Prees. He's only had 1 hit so far this season, and the infield will come in now as they try to get the out at home. You're playing a big game when you come in like that because on one hand, if you get exactly what you're looking for, you're going to be able to get the out at the plate and save a run from scoring. But you might unintentionally give up an extra base hit, something that sneaks past the infield. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Prees. He's over out at first today. A line drive into right field. Tracking it all the way to the wall is Ortiz. Brennan scores as Prees holds up at second, still kind of limping on that right foot. And that will prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. With a runner on second and just 1 out, Akron leads 4-0. The entire infield coming in except for Wendell Rijo over at third. Everybody breaking up as Gabe Alfonso says, wrap it up, it's time to go. And Logan O'Happy heads back behind the plate here for Daniel Schneemann. So runner on second, 1 out on the board. We're stuck in the bottom of the first. Akron has a big 4-0 lead as Schneemann takes a pitch down low. There are some clouds in the sky. Sun is out in full force right now, but we will see if they create any shadows that makes plays a little tougher. Big swing and a miss out of Schneemann, 1-1. On this day in history, April 16th, 2018, at Harrisburg, Ranger Suarez picks up his first AA victory as the Fightin Phils blank the Senators 6-0. Suarez allows 6 hits and strikes out 10 over 8 innings and doesn't issue a walk. Ranger Suarez now pitching with the Philadelphia Phillies. Had a heck of a summer last year, hoping for the best this year. And Reading will take on Harrisburg back in America's Classic Ballpark next series. Ground ball right side. Easy play for Vicuña as Priest shifts to third. There's 2. Julian Escobado. Akron actually rotates their outfielders even more than the Fightin Phils do, as we see Escobado in right today. He's also played left and center throughout this series. Brennan moving around as well as Jonathan Engelman, which is fun to see. The lefty kicks and fires a little bit high, ball 2. Hendrickson up to 30 pitches here. Trying to get out of the first as he gets a called strike outside. Crowd not quite happy with that call, but it's the umpire who is at first right now, Kevin Manzuk, who got into an argument with Tyler Henson on Sunday. Vicuña on the run. He'll make the play, and back-to-back ground balls to the second baseman will end the inning, not before. Akron plates 4 runs on 4 hits and puts themselves in a good spot here, but on to the second we go, and Reading will have an opportunity to kick their offense into high gear in just a second.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Josh Occamy to lead us off here in the top of the second. Reading down 4-0, looking for their first hit here against Daniel Espino. Occamy takes a ball outside. Infield, outfield playing straight up. Holds off on another pitch outside. Logan O'happy walked in the first, but ended up getting caught in a double play. So Espino faced the minimum as some high heat whizzes past Occamy. 97 on the radar gun for Espino. Drafted in the first round back in 2019. He was the 24th overall draft pick a couple years back, right out of high school. So he is very young, just 21 years old, one of the youngest players here in AA. Played in A-ball and high A last year, finishing with a 3.73 ERA. And Occamy, who is one of the more patient hitters at the plate, takes ball 4. And Reading will have their first base runner here in the second to lead us off. And the Fightin's leading hitter right now, Wendell Rijo, steps up, filling out the stat sheet. 7 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 6 RBIs. Espino comes home. Rijo sends this sky high in shallow right field. Tracking it is Escobado, and he makes the catch on the run. There's 1. Vito Friscia, back-to-back days as the designated hitter for the Fightins. Had a stint at first base in the middle of the series. He hasn't gotten a hit since opening night with that big double, the only one for the Fightins that day, but he's walked 7 times since then. And he holds off for ball number 1 here. Occamy taking a lead off of first. There's 1 out here, top of the second. Friscia sends this one into the net behind home plate for strike number 1. Espino, the number 2 prospect for the Guardians, so that does mean that the RubberDucks have the number 1, 2, and 4 prospects with George Valera, Daniel Espino, and Brian Rocchio on their roster, as Friscia caught on a fastball for strike 2. If the radar gun is correct, Espino's been throwing 97, 98 with his fastball. They said, hearsay, he had a mid-80s fastball as a sophomore in high school. So what does that make you, like 15? You're already throwing mid-80s now. 21 years old. He's in the upper 90s. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Friscia. Wide stance in the righty batter's box, takes strike 3. And that's the first strikeout here for Espino. His peak fastball can get up to triple digits. He's reached 101 before. Also has a slider in the mid-80s with some good horizontal break, and can get a ton of bats to miss, working with a curveball and a change as a part of his repertoire as a starter. But I think one of the biggest things I'm seeing here with Espino, as Guzman fouls one back, is how casual his delivery looks. Now, you know it's not. You know he's putting a lot of effort into it, but he looks so athletic out there that he can get that same motion, that same feel each time without excessive effort. So this series, we've been talking a lot about pitchers trying to replicate their motion each and every time they throw, so they're not wasting energy and they can get the same result every time. And that is what Espino is nailing here throughout these first 2 innings, as Guzman takes this out to center. Brennan and Escobado almost collide, but Brennan makes the catch to end the inning. Reading strands a runner on, and to the bottom half we go, down by 4.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Here's Victor Nova as the Fightins turn to Josh Hendrickson here. He's trying to do a little bit math of the available guys in the bullpen right now, as Hendrickson sends a strike into Victor Nova. So there's 16 available pitchers, but 5 of them are starters. So there's 11 available pitchers. But Seelinger and Lackney each threw 2 yesterday, so we're not going to see them. So that leaves 9 guys for the end of this game and the next game. As it comes off the helmet of Gabe Alfonso, immediately Logan O'happy checks to make sure he's okay. And he seems fine. 2 balls and a strike here to Victor Nova. And Hendrickson misses outside for ball 3. And there is ball 4. So Nova is going to head down to first, and then we'll go back to the top of the order with a runner on and nobody out. Now, I do know both Colby Fitch and Madison Stokes told me that they want to pitch so bad this season. Sean did not use a position player pitching at all last year. And so I don't imagine, unless it's an emergency or unless the game is out of hand, that he would turn to that, especially with back-to-back days off. You could really utilize every arm out there. And 9 players should be enough. Hendrickson enthuses back-to-back foul balls, and the count is 0-2 here. And another foul ball keeps Tana alive. O'Happy pops up. He's coming out to talk to Hendrickson for a second. I don't know what they say out there. Hendrickson shaking his head. No signs of the pitching coach right now. And O'Happy will head back behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Tana. Obviously, O'Happy has seen him at least 15 times this series, and this is Hendrickson's second time around the order. Ground ball up the middle. Just where the Fightins weren't standing, but Madison Stokes sends it in quickly. And so there's 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the second, just the way we started off the top of the first, unfortunately. Or the bottom, I suppose it is. Either way, here is George Valera. Up and in from Hendrickson, ball number 1. A line drive, a diving Vicuña can't come up with it. It trickles into right field. Ortiz powers the ball in, and so Nova is going to hold up at third. And the bases are juiced here with nobody out. Here's Brian Rocchio. Rocchio had a home run earlier in this series. Fly ball out to right. Ortiz has got this. Tagging is Nova. What a throw, as they're going to get a runner at second, except the ball goes into the outfield. 2 runs end up scoring. And Valera is at third after all that. So it'll go in as a sacrifice fly there from Brian Rocchio that scored Nova, and then I believe Tania will get to home on an error, I imagine. Reading does have somebody throwing right now. Line drive the other way for strike 2. Big swing and a miss by Brennan. Infield playing and trying to preserve the run. They are down 6-0 here. And he stays alive with another foul ball. Deep drive out to right. Ortiz chasing it to the wall. It drops in and goes into the stands, and that'll be a ground rule double. As the umpire points. And staying on second is Will Brennan, but he'll add another RBI to his total with back-to-back doubles there. And suddenly it is 7-0 here. Just went out here in the second. And it looks like O'Happy's going to come out, and I think that'll do it here for Hendrickson. As manager Sean Williams comes to the mound, we'll take a quick break to see who's coming out of the bullpen for Reading here, down 7-0, stuck in the bottom of the second.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K-Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Well, Sean Williams is going to go with Julian Garcia here to try to get us out of the second. He would have been one of my picks to start game 2, but they'll need a longer reliever in this situation here. And Garcia, who can also start, can give us some endurance here out of the bullpen. So he'll come in with 1 out and a runner on second here in the bottom of the second and try to get us through this frame. It's Bo Naylor out for the RubberDucks. Naylor grounded out to short his first time up, but he sends this ball deep to right. On the run is Ortiz, and it lands just foul. I'm talking 1 or 2 feet to the right of that big yellow sign out there. So Naylor comes all the way back to the plate, and he'll take a called strike 2 there. Garcia looks back at second, glove at the waist. He comes home. Inside, bumping back Naylor. Runner takes a couple steps. Good block by O'happy. Not let the ball get past him. Line drive over the head of Guzman on the payoff pitch. Stokes throws it in quickly, and the RubberDucks have runners on the corners here with 1 out. Bottom of the second, the RubberDucks already have 7 hits here. Redding going from the lefty Hendo to the righty Garcia. We saw Garcia earlier in this series. He walked a couple batters, but he did get out of the frame cleanly in 24 pitches, not allowing a hit. The runner on third going back to Hendrickson's stats, but Garcia doing his best not to allow an inherited runner to score. He's been 2 for 2 in scoreless appearances with the Fightins this season. Big swing and a miss on a back foot slider for strike number 1. There's strike 2. Gets the sign from Logan O'happy. They reset the pitch clock here. I think we're all still figuring out the exact timing. And he gets a big strike 3 to Micah Prees. And that'll be good for out number 2 here. As Daniel Schneemann heads up with 2 out and 2 on. Bottom of the second, the RubberDucks lead 7-0. Garcia in here for relief, just trying to get us out of this frame and get us back to bat. Foul ball, strike 1. Garcia misses up and away. Occamy holding the runner on first. And Bo Naylor, he's already had a stolen base this season. Obviously, nothing really is a big enough sample size to tell how the players are going to perform for the rest of the season. Schneemann checks his swing, and he does go around. O'Happy's been pretty good behind the plate, stopping anything from getting past him as the umpire requests some fresh baseballs from the bat boy. And despite all of this, the RubberDucks have not batted around the order, either in the first or here in the second. Runner going. Blocked by O'Happy, and Naylor will be safe without a throw. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. 2 runners on here for Julian Garcia. And he's making it interesting with a ball number 3. Schneemann had a ground ball to second his first time up, so Occamy Vicuña playing back on that infield grass edge. As the second baseman fouls one back, we'll do it all over. Crowd invested here as Akron's putting on a show for them, up 7-0 on the championship replica ring giveaway day. Here's the payoff pitch. A called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks from Garcia gets us out of this inning. But another 3 runs put on the board with 3 hits from the RubberDucks. They lead 7-0. Reading will have some opportunities to bat here coming up in the top of the third.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Down by 7 runs, Reading has some work to do here as they send up Kevin Vicuña to start off the top of the third. Vicuña has had 2 consecutive games with hits. I'll start a streak at 3, I think. Keeping my records. He takes ball number 1 here as Espino had a long wait before coming back up to pitch. The righty 26 offerings through 2. Did walk 2 batters. Vicuña pops this one foul. The count 2-1 as Reading still looking for its first hit of the contest. Vicuña takes above the letters. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to the second baseman. On to first. There's 1. Here is Hunter Marquardt, the number 9 hitter in Reading's lineup, product of Oklahoma Christian University. And an interesting fact about him is that he is the second highest ranking minor league player out of OCU. So the school did have an alum that made it to the AAA Yankees system a couple years back, but right now he is the second alum to advance even as far as AA. So really rooting for Marquardt to make an impact this season as he takes a strike inside, 1-1. Marquardt initially drafted in the 13th round back in 2019. On his 3rd professional season here, sends this ball into the stands for a foul. Yesterday, he had an RBI single that scored a run in Reading's 5-run 5th. And he does the exact same thing again, so we'll hold on with 2 strikes. The Phillies play at Marlins Park at 6:10 today. I know Jersey Shore had a doubleheader because of the rain the other day, as they fell to the Brooklyn Cyclones 4-3. They'll be starting game 2 in just a little bit. And Lehigh Valley has begun their game against Worcester, down by 1. A drop third strike. Marquardt is hustling down to first, and he'll make it. And that's what you want to call heads-up base running. So if the catcher drops the third strike, they have to pick it up and fire it down to first. That was kind of a wild pitch there by Espino. And Marquardt took advantage of it, so he'll end up on first, even though he struck out. And back to the top of the order we go with Madison Stokes. Stokes had a bunt attempt in the first. No signs of it here. Marquardt shifts off of first a little bit. 98 off the hands of Espino for strike number 2. Fouls it into the glove of the catcher. He doesn't even realize that the catcher made full contact, and the umpire, Alfonso, calls him out. So if you foul it back and the catcher makes the snag before it hits the dirt, that also counts as the end of your at-bat. 2 interesting calls back-to-back here for the Fightins. 2 outs on the board for Logan O'happy. Walked in his first at-bat. Takes the first pitch inside. Makes contact, fouling it back. There's strike 1. Nice day here in Akron, a little breezy, but feels really good. Just nice to feel some sun after a couple days of rain. O'Happy out in front. And there's strike 2. And that's a quick strike 3 as Espino blazes 98 behind O'Happy. And he ends up striking out the side stranding Marquardt on first. Reading trails by 7. Bottom of the third, here we come at Canal Park.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
The battle of the Julians here as Julian Garcia faces off against Julian Escobado to begin the bottom of the third inning. Garcia came in to help us get out of the second, got back-to-back strikeouts after letting up a base hit, and he sends 2 straight balls down to Escobado. Escobado, the only batter not to come up in the second. Oh for 1 on the day. Here's the 3-0 from Garcia. And there's the called strike. And there's strike 2, so Garcia's worked his way back from a 3-0 count now to full 1. Line drive out to right field. Ortiz tracking at the bullpen, and it ends up over the fence. Julian Escobado hits a solo shot to start off the third. It's 8-0 Akron. Well, the fans are getting what they paid for here as the hometown crowd is delighting. 8 runs on 8 hits, and we're only in the third. Trying to make up for yesterday after falling 12-3 to the Fightins. It's Victor Nova, the number 9 hitter. Walked and scored back in the second. Nova does not have a hit to his name in 14 at-bats. He's walked twice and struck out 6 times. So trying to just get that first one under his belt this season. Garcia comes home, a slow roller to Occamy. He'll field it and step on the bag for out number 1. And back to the top of the order we go here with Jose Tena. 2 for 2 with a pair of hits. And has come around and touched home plate twice as well. Kind of day you look for your leadoff hitter. After this series, Reading will return home Tuesday through Sunday against the Harrisburg Senators, the AA Nationals affiliate, while the RubberDucks will hit the road for their contest against the Bowie Bay Sox, the AA Orioles affiliate. Back-to-back balls below the knees for Garcia. And there's strike number 1. Crowd not happy with that big strike 2 call. Garcia's got 1 out here in the third. Reading trails by 8 runs here in this 7-inning contest as he gets Tena to swing wildly through strike number 3. That's his 3rd K of the appearance as George Valera comes up with nobody on and 2 outs. Valera, another youngster in the AA Eastern League, a 2000s baby born in November. Of course, Akron has two 2001 kids on the roster with Brian Rocchio and Jose Tena. A line drive into Josh Occamy's glove. He doesn't even have to move for it. And that'll do it here in the third. A solo shot from Escobado makes this 8-0, but Reading will have a chance up at the plate here for the top of the fourth.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Here is Jalen Ortiz as he steps up to the plate. He is one of the players on the Fightins riding a hit streak, along with Jonathan Guzman and Wendell Rejo and Madison Stokes as well. Ortiz takes ball one and slices a pitch down the left field line, foul off of Espino. Now, with his back-to-back at-bat home runs last night, Ortiz rewrote some of the record books. The last time a Fightin had 2 homers in the same game was on August 22nd, 2021, when Matt Kroon had 2 versus Bowie. And he also recorded a team-high 5 RBIs, which was the first time a player had done that since Derek Hall did so against New Hampshire on April 25th, 2019. So a big day for Ortiz and the Fightins last night as the 1-1 comes in upstairs, but it's a called strike. The shadows from the lights on top of the roof creeping towards home plate down the third base line. Everywhere else is completely in the sun as Ortiz strikes out swinging, going down and away. And there's out number 1, as that is technically 4 strikeouts in a row for Espino, although he didn't get the out on Markwartz. Here's Josh Occamy. Been one of just 3 base runners for the Fightins today with a walk back in the second. Checks his swing for ball number 1. There's a called strike at the knees. Reading warming somebody in their bullpen here. It looks like Mike Adams out there, but can't say as of yet. Espino himself up to 50 pitches here in the top of the 4th. And Occamy gets himself to a hitter's count here, 3-1. Any way Reading could get a base runner would be helpful here. Down by 8 in the top of the fourth of a 7-inning contest. Here's the pitch, drilled to right, into the stands though, and it makes the count full. If he could just send that to the left about 20 feet, would have been long gone. This is game number 8 of 138 this season in the Eastern League. So 130 more to go as Occamy takes ball 4 for the second time today. He'll jog down to first. Of course, game number 9 happening 30 minutes after the final out here. Long summer of baseball, and I know we all can't wait for it back in Reading with the warm weather. Here's Wendell Rijo. Wild pitch, and Occamy is going to take second easily. First wild pitch of the day from Espino. Espino taking his time to get set up. He'll look back at second. Now he's going to come home. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to Rijo. He's riding a team-high 6-game hitting streak. That dates all the way back to April 9th, the second game of the season. Since then, he's got 3 singles, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. As he fouls the pitch back for strike 2. In the dirt, it bounces over the plate. Good stop by the catcher, Bo Naylor. And the count evens 2 apiece. Espino slowing down here as he gets over 50 pitches. Grabbing the rosin bag. The crowd getting into it with 2 strikes on the board. Just 1 out, though. Reading has a runner on first. This is their biggest opportunity so far with a runner in scoring position. And there's the pitch as he gets Rijo to chase outside. 97 on the radar gun for strikeout number 6. And here is Vito Friscia with 2 outs and a runner on second. Pops it foul onto the net back behind home. And there is a violation. That's the first violation that we've seen so far this series as a ball is called. Espino had 18 seconds to throw a pitch and the clock wound down to 0. So they give a ball to Vito Friscia, and there Espino quickly fires for strike number 2. And there's strike number 3. So after all that, Espino strikes out the side for his 7th K. And on to the bottom of the 4th we go, down by 8 here at Canal Park.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Pitching change for the Fightin' Phils as they call upon Mike Adams here in the bottom of the 4th. So Garcia finishes his line with an inning and 2/3 of work, 2 hits, 1 run. But he struck out 3 on a total of 36 pitches, so Mike Adams will get the ball. In the bottom of the 4th, don't forget a 7-inning contest here, game 1 of the doubleheader. As Brian Rocchio gets started off with ball 1. Ground ball into the glove of Occamy. He makes the play behind the bag and steps on the base for out 1. Here's Will Brennan against Mike Adams. We saw Adams on Tuesday night. He followed Garcia back then as well. Gave us 2 innings of clean work. Walked 2, struck out 3 on 31 pitches. So I imagine Reading's looking for another 2 out of him today. Two balls, no strikes as Adam reaches 94 with his fastball there. Split time between Jersey Shore and Lehigh Valley last season. We didn't get to see him in Reading, but we do now this summer. 3-0 here to Brennan. Whatever Adams got up his sleeve, I'm sure is a strike, and Will Brennan most likely won't swing, and it is. And what's interesting was last season was his first season affiliated, as there's ball 4. And he had the most appearances out of all Phillies minor leaguers, 44 appearances. Outings could be different lengths based upon the relief situation. And so Will Brennan will get out to first with 1 out. Here is Bo Naylor. Pop up left side, Rijo chasing it, but it'll end up in the picnic area for strike number 1. Thanks for joining me. If you're listening to the Fightin' Phils on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or just on our audio stream, we appreciate your listenership while the Fightins hit the road here, finishing up with games 5 and 6 today against the Akron RubberDucks before returning home to America's Classic Ballpark. Ground ball into the glove of Occamy. They're trying to get two, and they do it as Adams comes over to cover. What a play by the Fightin's defense. It went Occamy to Guzman, and Guzman back to the covering Adams at first. And that will wrap things up as he ends up facing the minimum. Reading back up to bat quickly here, top of the fifth, down by 8.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Reading uses the old 3-6-1 double play to get out of the bottom of the fourth. So they're back up the bat here in the top of the fifth. Espino still out working here with 61 pitches. He sends in a ball to Jonathan Guzman leading off the frame. Reading still looking for their first hit of the game. They've had a couple base runners, a couple of walks down to first, but nobody's been able to cross the plate yet. Still lots of game time left to go. Saw them put 5 on in the fifth and 6 in the sixth yesterday, so of course you never know what can happen. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Guzman, who flew out to center his first time up. He holds off on a pitch in the dirt for ball 3. Espino's velocity has come down here to 95, 96. Not to say that still isn't crazy fast, but was hitting about 98 earlier this start. Guzman thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's strike 2 for a full count. Slow roller to short. Rocchio on to first. There's 1. Here's the number 8 hitter in Kevin Vicuña. Vicuña getting the start at second base today after spending a contest out in left field. Takes ball 1 off of Espino. There is somebody warming up in Akron's bullpen. We don't know if they have him on a pitch count or just letting him see how far he's going to go. Right now, obviously, cruising through, has not allowed a hit through 4. One out in the top of the fifth. The 2-0 to Acuna is drilled out to left center. Valera tracking back, and he's there to make the catch for out number 2. I think the wind pushed that in just a little bit and didn't give all of it to Acuna. So here is Hunter Marquardt, who reached on a wild pitch. And I think that'll do it here for Espino. As the manager comes in, he'll get a standing ovation as they take the ball away from him, and we'll step back and see who they give the ball to for the rest of the fifth here at Canal Park.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
So Hunter Marquardt will get to face a new pitcher as Daniel Espino's day is done after 4 2/3 work. Here is Andrew Miziazik, the lefty reliever now, with 2 outs on the board and nobody on base. Lefty-lefty to Marquardt, who takes a called strike. Espino gave up no runs, no hits, did walk 3, and struck out 7 on 70 pitches. Marquardt checked his swing. They go down to Ponsack at third, and he doesn't go around. Saw Miziazik back on Thursday night, pitched an inning of work, gave up a hit, and struck out a batter on 10 pitches. And there's a big strike call. Make the count 1-2 here. Marquardt holds off on a controversial ball. Reading just looking to get 1 hit under their belt here. Sometimes that's all you need to get the party started. And he chases for strike 3. So that will do it here in the 5th. As another donut goes on the board for Reading. We'll see Adams come back out for the bottom half, down by 8.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Well, we know the Phillies have a big game tonight against the Miami Marlins, but the Sixers also have a big game today, playoff hunt against the Toronto Raptors. That game scheduled to begin at 6 o'clock. Might be at the end of our second doubleheader, so if it does start, we'll keep you updated here as Mike Adams comes out for another inning of work. He so far has put up the only scoreless frame in the bottom half as he sees Micah Preece, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wendell Rijo finishing tying his cleat as Mike Adams sends in a called strike. Ground ball up the middle. Guzman dove for it, but it trickles into center. And the RubberDucks will start off this inning with a base runner as Daniel Schneemann heads up. Schneemann, the only player in the RubberDucks starting 9 not to get on base so far today. Takes the first pitch he sees out to center, but Madison Stokes is there. And he'll go down 0 for 3 as Escobado heads up. Sends him a called strike of the knees. Runner on. The righty has his back to first. This ball smoked out to right field. It'll drop shallow. Kind of gets stuck in the air with the wind. And so racing out to get it is Vicuña. And it'll end up just being a single for Escobado as Preece shifts to second. 2 on, 1 out here for Victor Nova. Adams used a double play to get out of the 4th. We'll see if he can do so here in the 5th. That'd be pretty helpful. Adams' glove at his head comes home high speed and gets a strike 1 from Victor Nova. Pitch number 2 is inside. Last 3 nights, they've had a crowd under 2,000 here at the ballpark. Obviously, with the doubleheader today, they will count. You only get 1 attendance count for the doubleheader, so they should be able to rack up a good number of people. There's a nice crowd out now, but not much like what we see at America's Classic Ballpark as the pitch comes inside to Nova. Good slide there from O'happy. Get the stop. Foul ball back, 2-2. Slow rolling here in the bottom of the 5th. Reading trails 8-0. Akron has put up a big 10 hits to Reading 0. Adams looks back. Now he comes home. A great frame by O'happy to try to get the call on the outside part of the plate. But he doesn't get it, so it's a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the board, 2 runners on, and he gets a perfect strike 3 to Victor Nova. Adams picks up his first K here. And with 2 outs, they'll go back to the top of the order here with Jose Tena. Ground ball, that's foul. That's Prees at second and Escobado at first. Adams sends the ball in the dirt, 1-1. Wind has slowed down just a little bit here. Flags are blowing, but not as stiff as they were in when we started this game. The 1-1 comes home, and it gets in the hole. Rounding third and coming home is Prees. The tag just a little bit behind by O'happy. And the RubberDucks put their 9th run on the board as Escobedo makes his way all the way to third. It's a 3-hit day for Jose Tena. As Akron keeps the line moving, here's George Valera. He'll have runners on the corners and 2 outs. Valera takes a pitch upstairs. Adams working quickly. He's got him down 1-2. Just looking for the final out here of the 5th. Only playing 7 here for game number 1 of the doubleheader. Then we'll take a short break for game 2. As the count evens 2 apiece. Fouls a pitch into himself as the umpire shouts ball. Does end up in the field of play, but it came off his own shin. And another foul ball, so we'll go again. Valera fighting off Adams here. Pitch number 6. The High Valley also trails 9-0. Wild pitch gets past O'Happy, and now we're back 10-0. Tana shifts to second, and it's a full count here to Valera. And it's ball 4, so the inning keeps on moving here. Valera jogs down to first. There's 2 on and 2 out here for Brian Rocchio. Rocchio already has had a home run in this contest, or in, yesterday's contest, as he fouls one into the stands. Did reach and score on a hit by pitch and a sacrifice fly. I feel like I've been seeing a lot more sacrifice flies than I'm used to here. Just in the past series alone, we had a game with 3 of them, which is always interesting. The importance of hitting with runners in scoring position makes a huge difference. I mean, even if you can just drive that ball just deep enough for somebody to tag, it's worth the out just to score a run. Foul ball back for strike 2. Once again, Adams is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And it gets up the middle. This should score 1 as Stokes fires it in. Occamy's there to cover. It's 11-0. Well, the hits keep on coming for the RubberDucks, who have put up a 12 spot. And I think we'll see a visit from the pitching coach here, Matt Hockenberry, now. Entire infield comes in. There is somebody throwing for Reading right now. Single digit, which has got to make it Bubby Rossman. He's the only single digit pitcher. And so the meeting at the mound will break up. Adams still looking for 1 more out. He's already got 2. Tana's out on second, Valera on first. And here is Brian Rocchio. This is Will Brennan here. Rocchio is out on first. Slow roller to short on the run, Guzman, and they just beat out Brennan at first, so that'll do it. As the end of the inning comes to a close, Reading now trails by 11. And at this point, just looking to end the no-hit contest. So we'll head into the top of the 6th, hoping for the bats to come alive in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
So it'll be Andrew Miziozic who got it out to end the 5th. Here for the top of the 6th. The Reading Fightin' Phils are getting no hit here. No, I don't believe in the broadcaster's curse, but if you guys do, I will do my best to jinx it here. So we're just going to keep talking about this no-hitter that's about to end with the Reading's Fightin' Phils bats here in the top of the 6th. Remember, it's just a 7-inning game. As we're at the top of the lineup, Madison Stokes takes the ball in the dirt. The last time Reading got no hit was last year against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies at home. They also threw a no-hitter against the Erie Seawolves. Back on July 3rd, it was combined 4 pitches, Morales, Doey, Warren, and Marconi. As Madison Stokes takes strike number 2. Miziozic, facing towards right, gives a back foot slider to Stokes for out number 3. For strike number 3, out number 1 here. That's the 9th strikeout of the evening for the Fightins as Logan O'happy heads up. I think O'Happy is going to be the one to break this bid here, as he takes a first pitch strike in the righty batter's box. Miziozic comes home on the outside corner for strike 2. The shadows starting to creep towards home plate that are coming off the route from the light pole. So pretty much just the catcher and the umpire in the shade. Everywhere else in the field is in the sun as O'Happy chases a fastball upstairs and fouls it back to stay alive. Reading down 11 runs on 12 hits from the RubberDucks. They've made 2 errors in the field and they have yet to get a hit. And I am trying to put all of my vibes into breaking this no-hitter as Miziozic comes up and in to O'Happy, ball 1. Yesterday, Reading did this to the RubberDucks as they beat them 12-3 here at Canal Park. O'Happy holds off on a pitch downstairs, and the count evens 2-2. Solid skyline here at Canal Park, if you could call it that. It's a nice building out in left center. I don't know what it is. 2 parking garages, though, out back as O'Happy sends this sky high. It'll just get past the infield. Coming over the second baseman, Schneeman will make the catch. So here's Jalen Ortiz, and if anybody could get a hit, it's Ortiz, as he had 2 home runs yesterday. Redding has walked down to first 3 times already. Mark Wart's been on from a wild pitch, so they have had base runners. As Ortiz, swinging for the fences, takes strike number 1. Ortiz, the number 12 prospect in Redding's system. The Philadelphia Phillies have really liked what they're looking at with his power and his outfield arm. Just working on better pitch reading up at the plate as he sends a foul ball back. Misiazik's got 2 outs. He'll get tied up, but get a piece of it to stay alive. Two 7-inning contests. Game 2 of the doubleheader will begin in about 30 minutes after this game. Ortiz checks his swing. They go down to Manzuk at first. He doesn't go around. There's ball 1, much to the dismay of the crowd. Here's the pitch to Ortiz, and he'll get him swinging. Well, on to the bottom of the 6th we go, down by 11. We'll see who comes out to pitch here for the Fightins in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Redding Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Well, Bubby Rossman comes in here to pitch for the Fightin' Phils. Mike Adams' day is done. 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 3 runs. 2 walks and a strikeout in 41 pitches. So Rossman will take the bottom of the 6th. Most likely won't see a bottom of the 7th with the home team up by 11 here. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. We are in it until it's over. And so we'll stay positive for as long as we can here. Rossman looking to shut him down and give his team an opportunity to get back up to the plate. Had a really good outing his last time up in this series. Just gave up 1 hit in his 1 1/3 innings of work. Struck out 3. He'll see Bo Naylor first. Naylor 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the 2-0 from Rossman. Ground ball to Occamy at first. He's been working a lot today with this lefty-heavy lineup. He has made 3 unassisted plays so far over there at first. And here is Micah Prees now. Pre's having a good day after struggling so far this season. Came in with 1 hit. Well, he's 2 for 3 today, so already doubling his hit count. As he drills this ball out to right, Ortiz takes about 2 steps to the right, and he'll make the catch on 1 pitch. There's out number 2 for Rossman, getting the job done for his team, so they can come right back up to bat here. Daniel Schneemann heading up for the RubberDucks. Schneemann, the only RubberDuck not to have gotten on base in any way, shape, or form today. 0 for 3. Sun is behind the clouds here, so the entire field in the shade. Line drive that'll drop in front of Hunter Marquardt, and there he does get on base for the first time today. The lights are on here at Canal Park. They're not really doing anything right now, but just with the sun behind the clouds, making sure that there can't be any reasoning as to why the players might have a hard time tracking the ball. So Rossman will pitch out at the stretch for the first time here today. There's strike 1. Pop up over top of our heads. It'll smack on the roof. Escobado had a home run earlier in this game back in the 3rd inning. The RubberDucks have put on a run in every frame but the 4th. As of now, Rossman trying to make sure that happens again here in the 6th as he gets him quickly to 2 strikes. Runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Rossman comes home upstairs. O'Happy makes the stop, and the count evens to apiece. Leans over, gets the sign from his catcher. He's got about 2 seconds to start his motion. He does, but he misses down and away. Rossman facing left field, runner going out to center. Stokes on the run makes the catch, and Rossman puts up a big 0 in the bottom of the 6th. Reading will have 3 more outs here and a chance to keep this from being a no-hitter in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Well, the RubberDucks will make a pitching change here for the top of the 7th as they hand the ball over to Harrison Ramirez. Now, we've seen Ramirez before in this series, and Reading has absolutely lit him up. So I think if they're going to get a hit, they're going to do it now, and they're going to have to. Down by 11th, being no hit in the top of the 7th. It's Josh Occamy who's going to start us off. Righty on lefty, drives it into center, and that'll be a hit maybe. All right. We got one. There we go. Reading starts the top of the 7th off with a base knock, thanks to Occamy. And Wendell Rijo will come up. Wild pitch gets past the catcher. Occamy will jog over to second. That's the second time it's happened to him today. The umpire hand delivers him a baseball out on the mound. Fans, thanks so much for listening to this contest. As we're wrapping things up here in the 7th, 30 minutes or so after the final out will be game number 2 of the doubleheader. So I'll stop the stream, but I will restart it later, so you'll see that go live as Rijo chases. Runner at second. Rijo chops this one foul for strike 2. Last time we saw Ramirez, 1 inning of work, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Occamy had a double. Well, he got a base knock here, and Rijo followed with one of his own. Ramirez deals. It gets between the legs of Naylor, and on to third goes Occamy, and Reading has a runner within 90 feet of home here and nobody out. That one might go in as a pass ball there. We'll have to see how they score it. Akron up 11 runs on 13 hits. Ramirez takes his time, stepping on the third base side of the rubber. Leaning over, he gets the signs from Naylor. Righty has good vantage point of third. Rijo stays alive, fouling it back, and he'll keep his count. Starting to get a little bit chilly here in Akron, Ohio. With the sun behind the clouds, the wind's picking up, once again blowing in from center field. And there is a called strike 3 as Rijo is punched out. 1 away for Vito Friscia. Friscia sends this one foul into the stands. There's a hustle for it on the concourse. And there's a called strike 2. Occamy over at third, anxiously waiting to come home here. Reading getting shut out here in the top of the 7th. Friscia smokes this one up the third base line, but it's foul. And he must have cracked his bat. He's going to hand it to the bat boy. and give him another one. And he'll come back up with his 0-2 count. Occamy down on third. Talking to manager Sean Williams here about the plan of action. Ramirez comes home. Frisha takes a hack at it. And just gets a piece to stay alive. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks from Ramirez, and that is out number 2. And Jonathan Guzman will come up here with a runner on third and 2 away. Guzman coming in with a 4-game hit streak, looking to keep it alive after going 0 for 2 today. Crowd is boisterous here at Canal Park as Guzman takes strike 1. But people are cold down there. I see a lot of winter coats. I see some gloves. Blankets. Blanket was a good choice, honestly. As Guzman pokes it away, foul for strike 2. Obviously, Occamy has made his way to third on 2 wild pitches. Would love to come home on one as well. Here's the 0-2 from Ramirez. Out to center field goes Guzman. On the run in is Brennan, but it's Valera who will make the catch, and that will do it here for game number 1. Reading gets shut out 11-0. They do get 1 hit on the board thanks to Josh Occamy. But game 1 is done and dusted, and so we'll get ready for game number 2 in just a moment. I'll get the lineup and the starting pitcher who will come out of the bullpen for the Fightins for game number 2. So we'll start in about 30 minutes. I appreciate you joining me here on the air, and I hope you'll come back for game number 2, where we hope to see a little more offensive action from the Fightins as they fall 11-0 here to the RubberDucks in game number 1.